At 6, my God consciousness was evolving. At 16, my God consciousness was evolving. Think about yourself. How has your God consciousness evolved? How is it evolving still? Dr. Emmett Fox was a prominent spiritual leader in the New Thought movement, of which Unity is a part. He was born in 1886, and he made his transition in 1951. He spoke with great clarity and authenticity, and of the many books he wrote, the most popular is called The Sermon on the Mount. And at some point, I will do a series of messages based upon that book. I think probably coming around Easter of next year. But of all of his teachings, the most well-known comes out of an essay he wrote called The Golden Key. The Golden Key. And the Golden Key is a simple process to deal with what they called back in his day, what they called generally trouble. We use different terms today, but the trouble back then was being upset, being unhappy with the situation. That was trouble. So do you know trouble? Do you know what it looks like? What it feels like? I mean, today trouble has kind of, it has almost a legal, criminal connotation to it. Trouble. He was in trouble, she was in trouble with the law. But back then, trouble was much more generalized. And this was a method, a process, a very simple one to deal with trouble and difficulty. Difficulty is more a term today that we would understand what he was talking about. And Dr. Emmett Fox counseled this. See God where trouble seems to be. Think about God where difficulty appears to be. See God where trouble seems to be. Think about God where difficulty appears to be. And he meant right in the very moment of the difficulty, of the trouble, in the raw heat of real life, your life, my life, as it's happening, to see God then and there. Maybe at those points in time where it is the most difficult to bring God to mind. That is the time that we are open to the greatest transformation in love. To see God right where the difficulty seems to be, where it appears to be, to see, look for, and think about God. That's what we are called to do, because we're awake and awakening. That's a God for grown-ups like you and me. That kind of God that is everywhere, all the time. Another one of my spiritual teachers is Paramahansa Yogananda, the great Indian teacher from India. One day, a visitor said to him, you know, Paramahansa, I don't think it's really practical to think about God all day long. Not so practical. Paramahansa replied, the world agrees with you. And is the world a happy place? True joy eludes the man who forsakes God. We can also write in woman who forsakes God, because God is bliss itself, On earth, God's devotees live in an inner heaven of peace. But those who forget God pass their days in a self-created Hades of insecurity and disappointment. To make friends with your Lord God is to be really practical. I love that. It is really practical. There may be a part of us that says, not sure. You see, the question I ask myself, am I the visitor? Am I the visitor? Is my unspoken subconscious belief that thinking about God all day, all the time is impractical? I think about that question. What if we did this? What if we took the golden key? Now, not that we change it, because it can still be a great use at times. But what if we took it and what if we evolved the golden key? And what if our new golden key was, I see God where life is. I think about God beyond all appearance. What if that was our golden key? And we did it all the time. We would practically have a very grown-up God. Would you please join me now in meditation?